Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at IGCSE Trigonometry. So I've written the word down. Trigonometry right here is the study of the sides and angle of a right angle triangle. So let's first draw a right angle triangle, of course, and a right angle triangle is just a triangle where one of its angles is 90 degrees. So we have a triangle here, and to signify that this triangle is a right angle triangle, we need to show that this is 90 degrees here. Okay, so let's say that we're going to give these triangle some sides. So we have 3, 4, and 5, and of course this must obeys Pythagoras Theorem, which states that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now, I'm sure that all of the people or most of the students who have been watching this know of the mnemonic, which is called SOHCAHTOA, which can be used to find the ratio of the sides relative to a certain angle. So let's say we have an angle here, which is called theta. So before I begin, I first would like to explain what the mnemonic actually stands for. So here, SO stands for sine of an angle, which could be theta, is going to be equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. Now the opposite side, opposite to the angle theta here, is going to be this. This is the opposite side. And so I'll just write that down. This is the opposite. And the H stands for the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is the longest side in the triangle, which is here. So we know that the sine of theta in this case for this triangle would be 4/5. And from here we can work out with a calculator. So we just do this function on our calculator to find out what theta is, and this would give you theta. Moving on, let's say we want to find the cosine of theta. Now the cosine of theta is quite similar. So ka stands for, so the cosine of theta stands for the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and the adjacent for this angle here is going to be given by 3, and the hypotenuse, well, we already know that from the previous step, which is going to be 5. So cosine of theta is going to be 3/5, and therefore theta is the inverse cosine of 3/5. And then lastly we have TOA, which as you can probably guess already, stands for that the tangent, so tan of theta, is equal to the opposite side over the adjacent side. So opposite over adjacent, which is just going to be 3/4, and therefore theta is going to be inverse tan of 3/4. Okay, so now let's try to apply what we have just learned to a question. So we have an example question here where we are giving a right angle triangle where 2 of its sides are given, which are 9 and 5. And we want to work out what is theta, what is angle theta. Now there are different ways we can do this, right? We can also, looking back on our mnemonic, which is SOHCAHTOA, we see that, okay, well, we have our angle theta right here, and we are giving the side which is opposite, which is 5, and adjacent to the angle theta, which is 9. So therefore we can use tan to work out theta. So now we know that tan theta is going to be equal to the opposite over the adjacent, which is 5/9. So then theta is going to be the inverse tan of 5/9, and typing this in on my calculator will give me, let's see, so theta is 29.05 degrees.